Guys, welcome. I'm so excited for you. I just want to give you a very quick, brief overview of what to expect and what the inside of this course is about. So we've talked a couple of times, yourself and myself, by now, and it's important for you to understand that there's two real main pillars that are underpinning this whole course. And actually, I should say on top of that, there's probably three, because there's the mindset component. Now, I won't do a lot of the mindset work with you. I will expect you to do it by yourself. And they're incredibly critical reasons as to why every successful person does it. But the reason is so that you can continue to move forward. You will come across fear. You will come across roadblocks. You will come across yourself. You will have every issue raise itself. You'll have shit will happen in life. Stuff's going to happen in relationships. Everything will happen around you, and I need you to be able to deal with it and move on so that you can get the best out of this course, get the best out of yourself, and actually even make your relationships better as we go through the course. So the accountability forms and everything that you've read about in the first email is incredibly important for you to print out and get onto that paperwork straight away. Just briefly though, the other two main pillars apart from the mindset work is that we've got your products, some of which are not even going to be designed yet, but they're going to come out of you. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the industry before. It doesn't matter if it's a year. It doesn't matter if it's 10 years. I've worked with people that are introverts, extroverts, lots of experience, not as much experience. It doesn't matter. You're here and you were selected for a reason. That's because you actually are capable of taking action and you are marketable. Now, us fitness industry people, we are incredibly motivated. So I need you to draw on that. Please know that I don't care how fast you move. It actually doesn't matter. You will have success by the end of the 90 days. In fact, most people experience it by at least halfway through. Now, the two pillars I'm talking about is that there's your product and your services and your packages. Same thing. Product, service, package, whatever you want to call it. The lingo means the same thing. It's how do you help people? Now, the other prong that mostly gets forgotten about, especially if you're a good technician and you're good at what you do, is the marketing. Now, they're both 50-50. We can't stop at any stage and only work on one. And we can't, it's the analogy I like to use that we are consistently, while you do this course, going to be fixing the plane while you fly it, which is a great analogy basically for working for yourself, because you need to be as efficient as possible with your time. And, still while creating downtime and fun stuff for yourself, that is important, and everyone needs a different amount of that. But see the accountability form and let's just see how you cope. Those things are important to tick off the accountability form. Just make sure you actually do it. It's there for a reason. Now, we're fixing the plane while we fly it. At no stage are we going to stop and just spend the first 6 weeks building products and services and then launch. We are launching at the same time as building. Sometimes you won't understand why you're doing stuff. Please understand that there's a proven formula and a reason as to why I'm asking you to do things the way I'm asking you to do them. It's almost like, when you got to rush and get your kids out the door, or you just want your client to do something because it works, you've worked with them for such a long time and you've had proven success, and when they follow XYZ diet plan and exercise, it works, it works, but you don't always have 6 years to explain why they need to do it that way. Well, I'm happy to explain why we need to do it that way, but you've got to ask. If you have any resistance come up with the tasks that I'm asking you to do, you must communicate with me as fast as possible so that we can move on and move on and move on and move on. I don't take anything personally, and I will treat you that as if you don't either. And we can get it out in the air and get it open and over and done with, and then we can move on to the next thing. Because the last thing I want you to do is tell me at week 12, I don't want to make videos. Well, I don't care if you don't want to make videos. There's plenty of people that have had great success with this without having to make videos. It's not about that. It's about, let's find what your products and packages are, refine them so that you've got an amazing offer, and we're going to find your people at the same time. It's not step here, step here, step here, step here. It's both together at the same time while you're doing the mindset work. So remember those three prongs. You've got mindset work, you've got your product and packages, and then you've got the marketing and sales. There's a lot to do in between, but the next 90 days is going to revolutionize your life, not just your business, but most definitely your life, most definitely your income. And then, of course, a fantastic side effect is that it's going to revolutionize your business, and I can't wait. And I'll talk to you in the group.